Hello, 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 and welcome to this Final Boss Fight live stream of D&D. My name is John, and I am joined by Tanny, Richard,
Hello.
Sean,
Bow down to your liege.
and Sean.
Ew.
And we are here to play D&D. We're continuing the Rime of the Frostmaiden. Last time, you made it through the Caves of Hunger, not unscathed.
We just felt still a bit peckers at the end.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
How many rashes was that, buddy?
I've gone into yours.
No. Oh, neither.
But you have made it through the caves, through a long, twisting tunnel that was over a mile long, deep into the ice, and have found your way down onto a frosty causeway that leads into the fallen city of Ythryn.
I've not heard that name for ages.
You've leveled up. You're all now 9th level. And with the adrenaline of the cave draining a little bit, you decide to take a long rest on this causeway. It seems to be a safe location.
Beautiful.
Who would like to take the first watch?
Can do.
Sure.
Do you wish to do any conversations between yourselves?
Stony silence.
Okay.
No.
Just glances over every once in a while. No, he's still silent.
Glances over as well. Maybe my
Somehow always miss each other's glances.
I miss.
Night watch.
such awkwardness is what you missed.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell
Me and Karen are on watch and just refusing to talk to each other for no
no.
reason.
No. Not even a make out. Damn, that sucks.
We're just barely going out.
Hey, anything can happen.
You got
No, Moss will be sat there and she will be feeding snacks to Mo. She might offer one to Karen because she knows he's had the munchies.
like takes the other. Then proceeds to continue eating his.
Are you good?
I'm just hungry. I'm just hungry. Just hungry.
It was the hungering cave, but I don't know. I didn't think it'd be like literally hungry, but it seems to only be you.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's but yeah, I'm just a little peckish. This is
Little peckish, my ass.
Okay.
Shut your face.
If you're sure you're okay.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, I'd probably know if it was something bad, right? It was fine. It's fine.
Like, I don't know. Stress eating or something. Plus magic, maybe not a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I feel fine. I feel good. Feel good as long as I eat. You know.
Just go steady on the rations.
Well, they're really really good. You know, it's very
Roll me a perception check.
Each of us?
Or you can give it to one of you with advantage.
I've got like a +0 in perception. If you've got anything.
Yeah, +4 perception.
then you can I provide my assistance in your
Oh, thanks.
through monging various things.
Lovely.
Throughout your shift, it is reasonably quiet. You do hear
The sound of carrion.
over the sounds of carrion chomping down on snacks. In between snack times, there is a strange. You do pick up the occasional strange sound within the city that you can't quite tell if it is still ice and snow settling. The city itself is sort of wedged at an unusual angle, precarious angle within the ice, or creatures moving around the city. You can look out over the city and see that while there has been great devastation from the city collapsing into the ground and portions of it are buried in the ice, you can see the glow of lights in certain buildings. There is still something active within the city. And the tallest central structure, you can see a light refraction over the surface that suggests it's shielded.
Ooh, okay. I will be, like, relaying this when we change Overwatch to the next peeps.
But other than that, the first watch passes without incident.
Moss has pulled out a bunch of blankets. Once they've been sat there for a little while, she's in her bag of holding. She's just been scribbling away more and more blankets.
Okay.
Just all every inn we've stayed at, the blankets have gone missing.
So
I
it's you
don't
all
know
along.
what you're talking about. So yeah, she's got a bunch of them out, and she's sort of. I think she'd be snuggled up with Mo and would be offering Carrion sort of the other half of the blanket that she's under.
He'll kind of shuffle closer and sit kind of awkwardly.
It's chilly.
I know, it's just since they've not really had much opportunity to really talk or anything since we said we liked each other.
Yeah. It's been crazy.
And I'm still not really 100% sure what people do when they do that. So, yeah.
Well, sharing a blanket is a good place to start, I feel.
That's good then. Because we're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Just shuffles to the point of being like right next to, and sits with just arms on his lap, just hands on his lap, just.
Moss is just gonna lean over and put her head on his shoulder. She's got her hands in front of her as well, but she's just tilted sideways slightly.
Most awkward couple in Faerun.
Oh yeah.
Dax, would you like to take second watch with anybody, or would you like to leave that to someone else?
I'll take second watch. I mean, Annie would. Cherish would make sense, but you know.
Cherish would make sense, but they're currently BRB. So literally, your choices are Cherish, who is not here right now, Snicket, who is not here right now, AJ, who is not here right now, or Verlaine, who's a potentially evil necromancer wizard NPC.
Oh, I'll go. Well, might as well do Verlaine.
Okay.
It's time for necromancy drama.
Moss will have told you about all of the different things that she's noticed. The shielding and whatnot, as she kind of hands over. Would you like blankets? I've got some spares.
Thank you very much. I'll take a blanket.
This is like the third blanket that she's pulled out. There you go.
You're fairly certain you remember which tavern this one came from.
Because it's monogrammed.
Yes. Holiday Inn Tavern.
Yeah. Marin's going to snuggle into his blanket.
Premier Inn, Bryn Shandar.
With his bucket of popcorn.
Verlaine is looking very excited. She's mostly able to keep it inside, but you can tell that she's buzzing to get down into the city and explore it. This is sort of the kid in the ultimate candy shop. Effectively the kid that's been somehow able to find Santa's workshop. You know, the ultimate goal.
Which has crashed into a landmass, yeah.
Yeah, not a perfect analogy, but...
Do we know what like specifically what it is she wants to get from this?
She has mentioned that it has untold power and knowledge in the city. She hasn't been specific about her end goals, just that there is a chance to explore a lost civilization.
And there's potential she's not the best. Am I right in thinking?
She's a necromancer.
Yeah. But I don't want to judge unfairly.
That's not necessarily a sign that somebody is untrustworthy. She has also been revealed to know the Arcane Brotherhood, which also included Dzan, the Red Wizard, that you saw the execution of in one of the earlier locations.
Okay.
But that potentially is more of an organization of general...
Yeah, it's not best mates sworn to the same goal. It might just be a sort of very loose group who share information or hints that they might pick up.
Yeah, it's not like a buddy, everybody's on the same page. It's like, we know all the knowledge.
So, I've got my Hawk familiar, which I've absolutely always had for the last few sessions and did not forget about.
Yep.
That's on my
definitely
shoulder.
Has always been there.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say to Elaine, like, you seem very eager to get to the city.
It is a great discovery.
I'm sure it is. How long have you been looking for this place?
Yes, it's. I mean, any sign of the Netherese Empire is largely washed away at this point. Their civilization grew in stature centuries ago and then disappeared in a cataclysmic event, and there's very little details of what that was, what happened that caused the fall. There's speculation, and there's some people think they know what happened, but there's
So is this just an academic interest, or are you looking? Is this something you want or need?
There are stories that they wielded untellable power. And if this truly is a Netherese city that would have been at the height of its power when it fell, the things we could learn about magic in the city are untold. They knew magic that has not been rediscovered since.
But it might be this magic that caused the destruction of their civilization.
It is possible. But we will know new things.
Usually good.
Cautious, of course. Careful study is required. But...
And, it sounds like this power, it could be, used to benefit everyone.
There would be benefits to all people, yes. Eventually, after we prove that it is safe to replicate it.
So would you want to learn how to use all this power and magic?
I would like to try. I'm curious to find out what is here, and I know that there are others from my past who have tried to get here as well, who are close.
Would you not want them to get here?
You've met some who are questionable. There are definitely some who came here looking for this who would not have the right in mind of sharing it with the general populace.
Often people who seem to quest after untellable power they're not always the best people. No, it's not universal, but it can be,
Yes.
I mean, Parian would probably share your curiosity as well.
I'm sure he does. He's very talented as a wizard in his own right.
Oh yeah, he's always wants to learn new things. I want to see if she's just. Oh, sorry, carry on.
If there was anything left that I thought I could teach him, I would, but I feel he may have surpassed me now.
Really?
It is possible.
Wow. Could I do some kind of insight check to see if she is suspicious of me asking questions?
Yeah, roll me an insight
Okay.
check.
Ooh.
Okay. Bear with me a second while I find her stats.
See how well she can lie to me.
Yeah, let's just quickly get up her stats and just out of curiosity, just roll initiative.
Just look at her spells. Just one moment.
Yeah, power kill. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, why did I put this here? How strange.
Okay. You can tell as the snowy owl that perches on her shoulder and has always perched on her shoulder.
yes.
Really, these two perpetual birds, huh?
Yeah. You can tell that she is used to people asking questions, and she's not as used to answering them. You get the feeling that you are getting answers that others probably wouldn't because of the time that you've spent traveling together.
Yeah.
And possibly also the fact that she is here and sort of her normal reserved nature might be a little bit lacking at the moment.
Well, I'm happy leaving it there unless she's got any questions for me.
She's okay at the moment. She has a +2 to perception, so I think you're probably better off at it.
I should bloody hope so. Yeah, +8.
Would you like to roll me a perception check with advantage that she will aid you? Okay. Through some of the stony silence where you both sort of sit and measure each other,
The coffins.
you do also hear the sound of like echoing clattering within the ice cave. It's difficult to tell the location of where it's coming from. But you do get the feeling there is something out there. Tanny.
Yeah.
Would you like to take watch 3, or would you like to leave it to Snicket and AJ?
I'll do watch 3.
Would you like to do it with Snicket or AJ?
Snicket.
Fair. You
Conversations may or may not occur.
You discuss things, I'm sure.
We somehow talk about Dragon Age. I don't know what that came up with.
You don't know how.
There was like some sort of interest there.
Yeah, you've not met how.
You're just talking about how old dragons get. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just figure out like how old dragons normally get. Like, how have you ever met a dragon before? Do they do cool things? We don't know.
Tanny, roll me a perception check with advantage.
Yes, sir. Okay, perception advantage. Which 16.
Okay. Taking a look at the map,
Nah.
is there anything in sort of the first couple of sections of city that are facing towards you that you would like to ask a question about?
What have we got so far that we've seen? Was it?
So
this
you can
thing
sort of
here?
see all of this in front of you.
Yeah.
It's tilted at an angle so that basically this side is lower to the ground and this side seems to stick up into the air a little bit still.
Here's about this. It's like a fucking greenery over there. Well,
You
yeah,
look across some of the ruined areas of the city and you can see a lot of rubble, as well as there are still buildings that are fully intact. And you can see a area of golden trees and grass in the middle of the city.
that's rather weird. A bit of green, well, some sort of plant life in the snowy area with no sun.
Snicket responds to this.
Snicket will remember this.
Insert
Insert
snicket
Snicket
noises.
response here.
Insert snicket noises.
My guess would be something about either blowing it up or setting it on fire.
You know what? Just looking at this, right, it's just bring me back with the PTSD of Chult and the Lost City. And I'm just like, oh man, this brings back some days.
Your watch passes without issue. And everybody starts to slowly rouse to consciousness. A long rest had although it is difficult to tell exactly that you're sort of relying on your own internal clocks because there is not sunlight penetrating into this underground cavern space. As I mentioned previously, you're going to be exploring the cave, the city, but you've got one token because it's designed to be you're traveling together. So we're going to go over to the map so that we can maybe see where you are. I'm going to unpause the game and I'm going to read a description. Green and purple lights cast an otherworldly glow upon the frost draping the silent city. Clawing spires, broken domes, and steeples leaning at odd angles surround a huge citadel. At the foot of the causeway, as you make it onto the city, a giant lays prone and motionless, its surface gleaming with rime.
Of the Frostmaiden. No.
As you approach the end of the causeway and start to step foot onto the city, there is a lurching in your stomach as gravity realigns itself to the direction the city is collapsed, so that while the city stands at this odd angle against the ground, up is up from the city.
So we're all now standing at the odd angle.
Yes.
It feels normal as such.
It feels
to
normal,
us.
but we're so anyone who stood on the causeway and not on the city looks really weird to everyone stood on the city.
Yes. where would you like to explore first?
I'm guessing the main reason would be go to the middle, because if we basically want to get the mission done or figure out what the hell's going on, your best bet is the middle, right?
But the
All the answers are.
middle's got a force field around it.
Oh, well, I didn't see that now, did I?
To someone who's better at it than I am to do a survival check to see if there's any like tracks or anything we can see from recent movement.
I got survival plus 12, so.
Don't worry, guys. I'll handle it with my survival plus 0.
Hey, you guys hired AJ as a guide. I don't know what you're going to be doing.
Well,
Oh, Sean, please just roll the d20. Roll the d20, Sean.
just roll the d20. Let's see if I get better than natural 1. Let's see.
Oh, not bad.
Oh,
Dax.
well, maybe I'll start doing magic and stuff, and
Dax.
maybe I'll start collecting skulls.
You can make out on the ice that there are several tracks leading to and from the city. They sort of overlap and head off in different directions. You would estimate that this, also from prior knowledge, that this is the drow that was being mentioned previously. From what you can tell, it looks like the comings and goings of a singular person making multiple trips.
Okay.
But where they're actually heading
right.
in the city is difficult. Like, once they get off the ice, the stone does not leave a mark.
So, if we wanted to get to the citadel, the bit in the middle, and that's shielded in some manner. There is like a sort of arm or bit brick that goes off into the little settlement here, like with a bunch of houses and stuff. So maybe we can get into it via that
Maybe that, or
arm.
either that, or it might be something that's powering the shield in there, or
This place here looks quite formal.
it looks
Like
pretty
it's
important.
a meeting space, maybe.
I mean, here there's a red light. I don't know whether that's intentional. Like, you know,
Everything
that's,
that you see on the map is there.
So that could be fire or light or something. So maybe that would suggest someone's there.
Possibly.
It's a
I mean-
solid shout.
As you are here, I will say that you can also see a pair of spires here with lightning crackling up the spires. Just
Oh, these ones here.
these here.
And
I mean,
are these streetlights?
They appear to be operating as sort of a continual flame spell on a dome held above the city.
Cool.
So yes, they are effectively streetlights, but magic. Where would you like to go?
I'm inclined to say we check out this middle building first.
It does look important.
It's
Yeah.
got a symbol on it that looks a bit like a tower with something going on at the top.
I mean, it looks like a big button on the front of a computer that you can just press.
What's a
It's
computer?
a computer.
It's a computer.
It's a person who sits and works out how long it takes to get places.
Oh.
Sounds like a really boring job. Anyway, let's go.
And then if we get to that building, we can either then climb down on this bit.
We either go into
Yeah.
this area, or we can go over to the
Yeah.
important-looking dome building. whichever way takes our fancy.
This
Sounds good.
tower reaches up like a talon, its stonework studded with chiseled runes. A blue light shines from its highest window. As you start to approach it, I would like you to make Arcana check.
No.
Oh, really now?
Arcana, you say?
Hang on. I'm painting my claws. Give me a second. I don't know. Don't even know why I try and do an Arcana check when my intelligence isn't exactly fantastic, as you can see.
Arcana. Normal. Okay.
Okay. Cherish.
Yeah.
Those symbols look pretty.
Certainly is a blue light.
You guys, I have no idea what's going on here.
Dax, Carrion, Moss. The glyph. Well, runes cover every inch of this tower's exterior as you approach it. What you notice is the glyph for the symbol spell is hidden among them.
The symbol spell.
Let me...
Do I know what that spell does?
With a 20 in Arcana, you would at the very least know what this version of it does. Which is... This spell, this symbol would cause the target to be driven insane for 1 minute.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay.
And what would trigger that?
You.
Looking at the way that it is set up, it would trigger when somebody enters the building.
Of that tower?
Of this tower.
I don't think we can go in there.
I don't think it's a good idea. This is scary.
Not without.
Not without going insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Does not sound great.
removing the magic somehow, but.
I mean, I can dispel, but I don't think I can dispel an entire building.
You do know
It
like,
does...
that the symbol is just in one space.
Oh.
Are there any others on there that we recognise? Or is it specifically that one that stands out?
It's specifically that one that stands out. The rest, you'd be able to work out, like several of them would look recognizable, but they don't appear to do anything other than be a mask to where the harmful trap is.
I mean, I could try and dispel it. I don't know if it might only dispel it for a little bit, but
I took from what the GM was saying that it's not it's not going to happen. Did you say when we enter the building it's going to go off?
You
We
assume,
Or was it
yes.
just when we get to that? Yeah. What would happen if we sent a familiar in?
You don't
We're
know.
probably going to.
Yeah.
How insane do you want your familiar to be?
Well, I mean, if it dies, it dies. It doesn't really matter.
wasn't very nice.
Your hawk Pliny just looks round and gives you an eye.
It understands its purpose.
It's okay, Clinny. Pet Clinny. It's okay. I know you've always been here the entire time.
I'm gonna cover Mo's ears, even though I know full well they aren't familiar. It just feels like the kind of thing Mo shouldn't hear.
I want, at this point as well, Sven's gonna just pop his head out of the bag and just shake his head disappointedly at
It is a simple construct I created via magic. It is not alive.
It's going to continue, like, the shake of disappointment on Sven is still continuing. Arms are folded now.
This building, I guess, must have something important in it for them
Yeah.
I mean,
to cover it up. My
there's
only
kind of
worry
like-
is if we
there's kind of
trigger
like-
something.
Well,
will
there's these
everyone
towers.
know?
These towers are kind of like all over. They're like, I'm assuming there must be something important with all of them. I assume.
Yeah, but
John, from here, can we see any similar symbols on the others?
Not from this distance.
I mean, if I'm looking on the map, it does. It does look like there's different color-coded towers
There
with things
do
on
appear
them.
to be different towers and different colours around the city, but
But obviously, like
you can't make out the details.
This symbol
Yeah.
is like a tiny little glyph on a
Yeah.
tower covered in glyphs.
And these are like surrounding the citadel in like a ring, aren't they?
Yes.
Well,
If
if we
you
can't
had-
get in here, maybe
If you had to take a head count, you'd guess about 8.
so. It seems like maybe we can't get in here right now, or it would be a challenge.
Like,
Should we check some of the other sites?
If the symbol is just that one symbol, I should be able to just dispel it. I mean,
Go for
it probably won't be permanent, but I can try.
I'm inclined to say that we press on for the moment, only for the fact that I think we might be needing your spell slots.
Yeah. Like, we can always come back and try that if we can't get any further.
Okay.
I will also point out to you that this is not something you are going to complete in a single day. Before you start hoarding all of your spell slots and other resources, you are not going to complete this entire city in a single day.
Oh no, I know that we won't, but also at
Just
this
wait,
point,
we'll do that in a single
we-
session. Sorry.
at this point we don't know what might be in the city.
This is fair. I
have
just want to
not-
throw it out there that you shouldn't be trying to ration things so that
Other than food.
other than food, which some
Speaking
people
of which,
eat.
nom.
Not the rations, anything but the rations.
So at this point where you stand, you've sort of walked past this large oval indentation into the ground with spires, lightning shooting up them and out from them to the various metal spikes at either end of this oval. Where would you like to head to next?
As we're strolling, Moss is just going to say to Carrion, I feel like I need to draw some of the symbols and things that that we're seeing, but I don't want to slow us down. Can you maybe guide me a little bit as we walk so I don't know, trigger anything?
Okay.
Stupid places.
Stands directly behind and puts hands on the shoulder.
Oh,
and-
okay.
I mean, there's another way that's good. I can.
We'll put her arm out to you.
The
to,
whole
link arms with.
Link's arm is awkward, very stiff movement.
And yeah, Moss is drawing any symbols that seem like they're of note. So like that symbol at the top of the tower, the shape of the lightning things, the glyph that they saw. She's kind of making notes, trying to piece it all together because it looks like it's going to be a lot.
While also happening, Sean, can I draw your attention to this scale of the city? Like,
Scale of the city, you say?
so in the bottom corner down here, this is like
100 feet.
100
For every,
feet
like,
is about 15 of what it says.
So, like, that is nearly 200 feet away from us. It's well
So
over
we're
it.
looking at about 12. That's
So-
about right.
Yeah,
So
about
if I say like we go
What-
over here, how long would that take us to go through?
what your ruler says is about 15 feet is actually 100 feet.
Okay.
So, this tower, for example,
So you're about 200
Is-
feet away from the base of the, just over 200 feet away from the base of the causeway to where you are at the moment at the base of this tower.
Okay.
What sort of speed are you moving through the city? Are you going at a cautious pace? Are you going quite quickly through the city? Are you
I feel we
wandering?
wouldn't be going quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, cautious space makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
place because we don't know if the city is actually.
This place could be. This place could be infested with bugbears for all we know. It's
It takes you about 5 minutes to walk from the causeway to the tower then, just so that we're aware of timelines. That will become important, and I'm keeping track of things. It takes about 5 minutes to get there.
Yeah, this oval space here with the lightning.
Yes.
So I think definitely we'll have, just while we're here, have a quick look and just, does it look like this is something that's generating power, or is it a weapon, a defense of some kind?
As you look into it, it is an amphitheater.
I was gonna say it looks like a stadium.
It is charged with static. Like, if you get any closer to it, your hair starts to like stand up on end. Cracked steps descend into the stadium, where tiny glittering objects rest on a pedestal of black stone. 3 metal masts rise like gigantic tridents, each one emitting a low hum. They are about 25. The branch of the trident is about 25 feet off the ground and go up to 50 feet. And there is a low hum and just...
Valone, you're a resident expert on this.
Verlaine,
Wha-
yes.
Verlaine, yes, Verlaine. Verlaine, what do you think this is? So it looks a bit like a stadium, but
It
Hard
looks
to-
a bit like a sporting arena, yes. We could go closer and find out.
is there there must be a rock I can pick up because it's full of rubble around here, right?
You can find a bit of loose stone reasonably easily.
I just want to try and throw it as close as I can into the center. Like if I can't reach that, it's fine. But that's like That's my plan, to try and throw it as far as
You
I can
take
into the
it.
centre.
And you fling it towards the center of the arena, and it lands unaffected.
And can I get a better view of what these glittery things are down? Does that necessitate getting close?
If you want to get a better view, you would need to get closer.
This sounds like a job for Pliny.
Looking at like.
It also sounds like the kind of thing that Snicket might want to look at, in all honesty.
I mean, all things being equal, I'm happier to sacrifice Pliny than I am Snicket.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Pliny sort of do a wide circuit round it, and then sort of go in towards one of these glittery things.
Okay.
And I can see, fine for me, I can see through its eyes, can't I?
You can.
Yeah.
So you see the oval arena. You measure it out at ground level. The arena is about 120 feet long and 50 feet across at the widest point. The three masts are...
no, it's not.
It says so in the book. Yeah.
On the face line, yeah.
The three masts apparently raise up to 100 feet tall, are spaced 40 feet apart, and there is the crackle of lightning between them. You can also see, through Pliny's eyes, an ornate trophy cup is seated on a pedestal at one end of the arena.
Right, so yeah, it does seem it's some sort of game or challenge or sport. And I'm guessing that if you were to go down there, you try and get the cup and then you get zapped by lightning. That's my guess.
That doesn't
Well,
sound pleasant.
No, it doesn't, does it? Maybe leave this place as well for now, because I've no interest in getting electrocuted for the sake of a cup. So I'll call Pliny back.
Pliny takes a wide arc around the tridents and returns to your shoulder.
I do not say well done, because it is not a lie. Has no feelings.
Return to it and say well done.
Well done,
Talon.
Pliny! Well done, Pliny!
Well done.
Woo, Pliny!
Down, Spike.
Talons that were about to plunge into Dax's shoulder just stop.
Just, I imagine this bird has a deep-seated hatred.
What's the softest it's ever landed?
Yeah, because we've seen it land so often. All the time. It's been here for ages.
It's really incredible as the DM to just put all of these places in front of you and you walk up to them and go, nah.
Nah.
Nah. In fact, let's go home.
So where would you like to not look at next?
Maybe we can see it all from here, can't we?
The answer there is, John, is stop making them obvious traps.
I would like to look purely at the floor.
Okay.
Well, you see a symbol on there for nuclear bomb.
That only activates when you look at it?
Yeah,
So only activates when you look at
unfortunately.
it. Oh, you're fucked.
Oh, well, shit.
So-
Nuclear worst.
Are we thinking here? I mean, this place as well looks pretty weird.
Now we've got a little bit closer, John. Is there anything of note from those two buildings? The domed pink one and the one that looks like it's got
A marshmallow.
Sort of marshmallow.
Yeah.
The domed building looks like a very large building, crowned with a glittering domed roof.
Is there like a statue of a person on top?
It does appear to be from the figure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not asking for like a full description. I'm just curious if we could see there is a person on like a statue on top.
It does appear that there is a statue on top.
That looks like it would be an important place.
It does look pretty important.
The building with the marshmallow on top is a tower
Marshmallow Tower
that rises over 100 feet, over 100 feet tall, and has a rotating glass chamber hovering above its ruined summit. 4 pointed pillars clutch the chamber's walls, giving it the appearance of a colossal floating crown. Or marshmallow.
It looks like a marshmallow.
The glass chamber slowly rotates clockwise about 30 feet above the top of the tower.
Well, I like the look of this tower.
I think we go tower, then go dome. Tower dome.
Yeah.
Tower dome.
Tower and dome makes sense.
Tower dome.
Cherish, you in? I assume Cherish is happy with this plan.
Yes, I am. She's just kind of looking around, making sure, like, just keeping an eye on anything like that's completely out of the ordinary, or if anything's like watching us or following us. So she's just trying to focus around here and just following you guys.
That makes sense. We've brought security with us.
And the bodyguard.
Quack.
That was my friend.
Oh, I did, but Cherish does perk out and say, like, there's like some sort of like plant life just up from east, I think? No, west? I don't know where I'm going. West?
Do you
is
mean
West.
over here?
Yeah, I don't know my east and west very well.
I just scroll down to the compass that's on a wonk.
Oh god, it is as well.
The compass rose that is conveniently wonky, the same wonkiness as the city.
Yeah, I just like poke out like there's like some sort of like foresty like green like some sort of wild like some sort of like plant life down the west and looks surprisingly interesting despite the place we're in.
John, are there any other plants around?
You
Or is it,
can't
like-
see any.
Okay.
I mean, it could be a park, and with it being a magical city, it might be like enchanted to be fine with all this, where all the other plants have just died.
I'm assuming it's like some sort of getaway or something maybe.
Most likely, it could be a park. I'm just theorizing, but you know, it could
No,
be.
yeah, actually no, you might be more right than what I said, like some sort of park. Yeah, a park
Could be.
probably.
Could be a park.
Puts it on the list of places to go. Moss is
itinerary.
just scribbling.
the tourist itinerary, yes.
Yes.
Places to
So-
visit in Ythryn.
To the tower.
Girl in the tower.
On our way past these buildings, John,
Yep.
anything of note? Like,
I was going to say,
I
is like
assume
any
some
sign of
them were,
like any sign of life at all in them, or
No sign of life that you notice from a cursory glance. There is sort of an eerie quiet over the city. You feel a general sense of unease moving through the space.
Is it Irish that's got detect magic?
I used to.
Oh, not anymore.
No, ever since we've done the 2024 update, it removed Eye of the Runekeeper and
yeah.
Eldritch Soap. My favourite things, but it
And they
has to be it.
And they were perfectly fine with it. So I have detect magic. But
Carrion can
I
detect
either have
magic.
to. I have detect magic, but I'd either have to spend a spell slot or sit down and do a ritual.
Which is 10 minutes?
It, I think, adds 10 minutes, so it'll be no, because there's an action to cast, so it'll be 10 minutes.
10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Okay.
But really, at that point, we just round it to 10.
Yeah. So either I can spend 10 minutes to do it, or use a spell slot to do it, whichever people prefer, if you want it done.
Okay. We'll leave it for now.
Yeah, leave it now.
Could I send Pliny up to just circle this marshmallow thing, the glass?
Yeah.
Floating glass.
I'm going to change
place.
its name to the Lighthouse.
It does look it looks lighthousey. I give it lighthousey.
See, I think it's more like an observation place.
It could be observation.
So
If you send an incredibly helpful burb up there, you might be able to have a look and see what it looks like.
Pliny bows to Carrion and flaps up towards, circling around the tower.
I'm just waiting for Pliny to come back. Fist bumps me on the way by. Just all the rest of us are going to become best buds with this bird apart from
I will look through its eyes as well.
Another new pet to add into Carrion's pet collection.
Dax, looking through its eyes, you can see that the top of the tower, where the tower stops, is about 120 feet off the ground. And 30 feet above that, the glass chamber floats. You can see that there are multiple ways to get into the glass chamber, but there is nothing that connects it at the moment to the rest of the tower. And that from the looks of things, this tower once had more to it that has fallen into disrepair.
So like perhaps like a safe route to get from the tower into the glass chamber.
Possibly including a safe way to climb to the glass chamber.
Yeah.
The glass chamber itself, you can see it's in ruins inside, but it does look to be that it was once a opulent meeting space.
Ah. So is the tower, I don't know if we'll be able to tell this, is the tower like hollow? Is the only point of the tower to hold up this glass chamber?
You can see that there is a set of stairs that lead up the tower to the ruined roof. It, as I say, it looks like from the top of the tower there used to be more tower that is no longer there. You would estimate that probably a lot of the ruined rubble in this space was once part of a much larger facility that this tower was a part of at one point in time.
I will call Pliny back, relay this to the group.
Dives down, talon bumps Carrion and lands on your shoulder.
You guys really shouldn't get attached to this creature. Because you're just giving me a way to hurt you.
It's too late. Too late.
I'm loving that the only person not attached to the familiar is the person who owns the familiar.
Yeah. It is a simple magical creation, devoid of feeling or identity. Yeah, I think we should go up here and see what's in there.
I think
Opulent meeting space suggests like important people meeting, so maybe we can find out some stuff.
I'm on board with that. John, we found the building we want to actually go in. Are you
Okay.
proud of us?
I'm very happy.
It only took us several days.
You enter the tower, and the staircase coils around the interior wall. You climb up to the top, and 30 feet above the top of the ruined tower, this glass chamber
Glass chamber.
floats and slowly rotates clockwise. How would you like to try and get to it?
30 feet, you say?
Yes.
How far can I...
And we've got people who can fly.
Sheet, if I hover over you, are you going to tell me... No. It's okay, don't worry, Sheet. I didn't need to know things.
What are you asking your sheet that it's not telling you?
Well, when I hover over Face Step in Favourites, it don't want to tell me anything.
That's helpful. Let me...
Let's do it. Just because I want to know how far I can eat someone.
Face
That was
step. And you are in your spring at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, so I can either do it myself or to someone else.
30
if they're
feet.
willing. Well then. That's one person sorted.
AJ just
AJ
sort of
carry on.
flaps wings.
Oh, there is like a door. Yeah. Is there some doors on this place so we could get access to it, or is it just like solid?
There are spaces where the glass has sort of broken away that you could get in through.
Mm.
But no obvious doors.
There probably would have been a trapdoor in it, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Don't go near a trapdoor, John.
We have a friend.
Don't you open that trapdoor?
There's something
You open
down.
that and suddenly Snicket's in there.
Yeah, apparently.
We blink.
I don't know how he got there, but he popped in. Hello there, Snicket.
Hello.
How did you get in there?
I was looking for something to eat.
Oh, not you too.
I was going to say, I will need one of them.
I'm going to
Gary,
assume
stop
that
eating all the food!
Oh, no, wait.
I'm hungry!
Well, no, you wouldn't. If we're going to be here for a while, we're going to have no food
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm
we
hungry. I'm starving.
We might need to take all the food away from Carrion,
Yeah,
And
'cause
then-
this is
and
wrong
then we
way.
decide. Yeah, because it's just non-stop, isn't it? It's
I can look after it.
Clearly, someone's not right.
He's...
You are
I don't know
constantly
what I'm just hungry is all I'm
Cher starts taking the food away from
He's
Gary. and
running
like,
away. He's running away. He's running away.
I literally try and grab him.
He flies.
Wait, I think I have some sort of chain.
He's just like flapping like a solid like 40 feet up. Just-
I grab my. I can't even use mage cannon. Can I grab him?
No.
we wouldn't do anything.
Some
It's
point-
just a big
some
thing.
point he's going to run out of his own food, and then he would have to come to us anyway.
This is true.
Mm.
So there's only so much damage he can do.
I mean, I will point out that he is not constantly eating, but he is getting through 4 rations a day.
AJ, could you fly up into the chamber with a rope, maybe, or something like that?
Yes, Bugok.
Oh, just like AJ was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was uncanny.
AJ flaps their wings and shoots up into the tower and dangles a rope down.
Well, I'm going to climb the rope.
The rope.
The rope is on fire.
The rope allows you to make this roll that I've just requested in the chat. An athletics check. Without a problem, Dax climbs the rope.
Beautiful.
Would anyone else like to climb the rope, or are you just going to leave AJ
Yeah.
and Dax there?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Cherish overtakes Dax on the rope.
Yep, no problem at all. Cherish, you shoot up the rope as well.
Snicket, you going?
I'll give it a go. What's my athletics? My athletics is not the best. As you see. What's the
Snicket,
rope?
Can I just pick him up?
you grasp the rope. You start to climb. You're climbing for a really long time, and then you look Moss in the face as you're like slipping down the rope as fast as you are climbing it.
Wait, is Moss actually climbing the rope, or have I literally just like not left the ground
No,
yet?
you've got to Moss's head height.
Ah! Try scrambling up again. Ah!
Can I just grab him?
Yeah, I'll allow it with a 23. You just like
Would you
slide
like to
down the
pull
rope a little
as
bit
well?
and just
I
haul
just
him up.
grab his head. I just grab his like small goblin-y head and just start climbing him up.
I mean, I was just like literally thinking, can I use a scorching ray to act like a jet propulsion?
No, it's too late. I've grabbed your head.
I mean, he can still do it. There's nothing to
Yeah,
him.
he can still try. Don't let his dreams be failures without letting him try. Moss, would you like to try and climb the rope?
Yes, but can I make it all fancy and acrobaty instead?
Sure.
Because I figure in the world of the circus, she'd have figured out
Because
some
of-
interesting way to.
Because of your
Yeah,
backstory, you can make this as an acrobatics check. You acrobat up that rope. Something fierce. Carrion. Do you just fly
What?
in?
Yeah.
Cool.
With with like half a strip of jerky hanging out of his mouth.
The glass chamber spins slowly, and doesn't seem to be affected by your entrance to it. Like it's not dipping. The magic holds it aloft, and it doesn't shift under your weight.
And it's spinning at the correct angle for the current
The rest
gravity
of the
with
city,
it.
yes.
Okay, interesting.
It offers a panoramic view out over the city, and you could imagine it being a fine establishment for the rich and fabulous people of the city to meet and to drink or eat.
Is it a rotating restaurant?
It's basically a rotating restaurant, yes.
Well, they were fancy.
Is there any, like, perfectly preserved food or anything in here? Just asking for a friend.
Looking through the rubble on the ground, there isn't any food, but you can
Carrying a fried
spot.
bottle inside.
You can spot a miniature sky coach, Netherese sky coach in a bottle, and a non-magical wand made of Shrouded.
Dick.
Ooh.
Which could be used as a spellcasting focus.
Oh, that's fun.
I want to have a close look at the ship in a bottle.
If no one else wants the wand, Moss will put it in her bag of holding.
Go for it.
Moss, as you pick up the wand, an urge comes over you to inflict terrible harm upon others.
Run!
But
She
then
will.
you throw it into the bag of holding and the thought passes.
Okay, we're not touching that one without some sort of protection.
So why are we
That's
taking
not
it with us?
fun.
Why are we taking it with us then?
Because it'll be safe in there.
Just Snicket being Rocket from the first Guardians movie. Why do you still have that?
And because I put it down real quick and I don't want to hold it again. Do you want to pick it out of here?
Carrion.
Yes.
It's a finely worked sky coach. You saw a sky coach full-sized as you first entered the Caves of Hunger. It was a vehicle that would have, through means of magic, conveyed you through the sky. This is a miniature version of one of those inside a bottle. It looks like it would be an art piece.
I am going to poke it very gently, not like trying to move it, just putting my finger on it to make sure there's no, sudden urge to fucking stab a person in the kidney or anything like that.
You poke it, and there's the sudden urge to. No, there's nothing. It's a glass bottle.
There's the sudden urge to keep it.
He is going to pick it up gently.
Why does everybody look like they're going to start attacking people? This is somewhat disconcerting.
He is grabbing the bottle and he's putting it in his bag of holding.
Okay.
It's dangerous. Kleptomaniacs begin.
Look, he likes magic shit. This is a model of a magic shit. So he's going to put the magic shit in his magic shit.
Is there anything worthwhile doing, like sort of investigation or perception check, or was that what we just did?
That's pretty much what you've done.
From this vantage point, are there any other, like, signs of thoroughfares that people might have taken through, routes? Are there any signs of...
You've got a
anything
pretty
else?
good view of the city from here.
Yeah.
So you can see pathways between buildings that you wouldn't normally be able to see from the ground level.
But not that have been sort
But
of
nothing
used
that
and
you would
worn
see
in.
that's hidden.
Okay. Is there like a layer of frost sort of on everything?
A lot of the space is covered with a layer of frost, yes.
Are there any buildings where the roofs look like they don't have frost?
I'm trying
Any
to move
building?
the map in OBS, and that will not work.
It won't work.
I mean, we have the capability to remove frost.
Well, I just want to know whether anything's like warmer, you know?
Hmm.
Like the city still seems to be running, like things work.
I'm just jumping
wonder if there's a
Oh,
I wonder if there's a power source
right
somewhere.
now, and I'm concerned.
I wonder if there's a power source anywhere.
I mean, it makes sense. There are lights on. There's a big shield across the big citadel. Shoot. And those towers are arcing lightning in that stadium. So it must be something powering it all.
There are 8 towers that surround the citadel that you note, either due to their shape or internal power supplies, the frost isn't covering them. The main citadel in the center, the frost isn't covering, but there is a magical force field around it.
So the 8 towers are these ones, right? Like
Yes.
this one.
They look like they've got some sort of weird symbols on them.
Okay. Cool. In which case, I think maybe we might want to check out one of those. My logic being that it's really bloody cold, and if anyone was going to be around, surely they'd be where it's warmer. And if they're not covered in the same amount of frost, maybe they're a little bit warmer. But I don't know.
Maybe it could just be the light, because there's really no sign of anything. It could just be the lights have been left on, the heating's on.
But then we'd be warmer too.
Not necessarily.
A little bit, maybe?
This tower here, DM. What is there something round that? Like, looks like there's lines round it or something.
It appears to be shrouded in a gossamer mist.
Ooh, spooky.
And can we see this thing? I know the citadel's shielded. I don't know if that means we can't see.
You can see that.
Like, what the hell's that?
That is a luminous 50-foot diameter crystal sphere. On an ornate stand, energy crackles out of it.
Can we see anything more from it from where we are, or do we have to get closer to see it properly?
You can tell from here it's magical. You can tell from here that it's at the center of the the city.
If anywhere was going to be powering it, that.
Yeah, that looks like a power source to me.
You can also tell that it's inside the force field.
Yeah. I mean, I still think that this weird thing here comes to Citadel might be the way in, rather that we don't have to worry about this shield.
I think regardless, we're going to have to worry about the shield. Because these more look like the things coming off the side look more like just stabilizing pillars, maybe, or
maybe.
They don't look like things you can get into. I mean, I could be wrong. It's worth checking regardless. But I'm feeling we're going to have to eventually deal with whatever this force field is.
John,
Yes.
this oval that we're in,
Yes.
do all the buildings look similar to the other ovals? Is this one just looks more fancy?
It appears that each of the ovals house similar buildings to the other buildings within that oval.
But each oval is different.
Each oval appears to be different, but there are similarities. There are similar buildings within each, but predominantly, from the looks of things, it's different districts of a city.
Okay. So this looks like it would probably be like the high-end district.
Yes, it
Fancy rotating restaurant.
it does appear that this is one of, like, none of them look like they're particularly low-class buildings
No.
in any of the districts that you can see from here, although obviously a few thousand years of being buried under the ice has had a bit of an effect on property prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much is
Daily
property
Mail's
going for?
furious.
I may want to move in.
I mean,
considering-
they've gone through the floor. It's very literally, they've gone through the floor.
Is it like some of those Italian villages that are like selling houses for like £1? Is that...
Yeah, it's
They're
that
actually
sort of
paying
thing.
you to move in.
I think if we all just like pool our resources, we could pretty much buy most of the city.
Do you think so? Or already starts looking up a potential workshop?
I would like to, if we're going to head out towards the west, I'd like to suggest that we go to the dome first. Just to check out.
I think we should go to the dome as well.
Yeah, I think.
Where does the... Sorry, you go, Sean.
I was just confirming. He also thinks dome. Dome.
Okay, and what
Stone.
was... what's Richard's question?
Where does the shield around the citadel start?
It covers the entire central citadel, from what you can see, but it's difficult to... It's not...
So it doesn't go out into any of the other like ovals.
No, it doesn't go into any of the ovals. That you can see.
I just wanted that it didn't wasn't like the ring of these towers. If that makes sense, like which
Yeah,
would
no,
extend
it's-
out a fair bit. No, yeah, dome definitely. Yeah,
In which case, yoink.
Okay.
so it's just gonna be like a big. It's just gonna be a different kind of restaurant that we've.
This
This is the restaurant.
We're gonna get there, and it's gonna have like Jay Shay over the top, and it's just
This palatial hexagonal building rises before you, crowned with a glittering domed roof, and a double door stands slightly ajar. Do you head
That looks like
inside?
an invitation. Well, it looks like an invitation. It'd be rude not to.
I'll send Pliny in first.
high fives him on the way by.
Pliny sees fallen statues and other pieces of art lie in broken shards across the floor. Most of the paintings that hang on the walls still have been ruined by years and years and centuries of exposure. This looks to have been a museum.
Is it just like one big room, or are there like levels and other like galleries within it?
There appear to be multiple galleries and multiple levels within the building.
Ooh, Belen, this looks like your kind of building. You mentioned wanting to learn stuff about
things.
Do we want to head in and mooch around, or do we want to continue surveying?
Roll me a perception check with Pliny's perception.
Oh Christ! That's a hot.
You should have a character sheet for Pliny. Under extras, Dax the Unexpected.
They have a perception of +6. I don't have
That is
the-
unexpected.
I don't have the familiars page open on D&D Beyond. Trying to
What? Why would you have that open, Sean?
because I've got Find Familiar and I've had it for several levels and I've never used it to get a fucking familiar. So I'm feeling it's probably about time I should probably think about what I would actually want.
So it's +2, but I can't get it to roll. It's only going to say like a saving throw rather than. Oh no! Wait, there we go.
Well, that's its. It has perception as a skill.
Oh shit! Yeah, it does.
Never mind, that's
No,
much
it doesn't.
worse. Yeah,
It has passive perception 16.
shame it's an active perception check it's trying.
Ah,
As
Cool.
Pliny
I'm
flies
assuming-
back, it
Could it try and just like look at things out the corner of its eye?
seems to have seen everything that there is to see inside as far as it can tell, and it returns to you. There are multiple levels within the museum. It has scouted the lower level.
Chest bumps Pliny on the way by.
I mean, I can tell Pliny not to do that, right? He's completely under my control. If I want to,
I mean,
could say that.
what would you care?
Yeah, that's true.
What are you
Um,
jealous of the camaraderie that we all have between Pliny?
I think there's a very clear answer to the question. Yeah. I think we should go in and have a look.
I'm good to go in if
So
everyone
just-
else is good to go in.
Sneaker just runs inside at this point, I think.
Okay.
As soon as Dak says, I think we should go and Snicker's just off.
Snicket, roll initiative.
It says your familiar acts independently of you, but it does obey your commands.
There's a bit of wiggle room there.
So it's not like it is a spirit of its own accord.
Mhm.
If you tell it,
But it will do.
not to chest bump Carrion or anyone, it will listen to you, but
It won't
Yeah.
like it.
it might come up with
I mean-
other ways of showing appreciation.
Yeah.
Snicket. And presumably others as you follow.
Yeah.
Roll it.
You find yourself in the echoing corridors of a museum that has been empty and abandoned for centuries. Shards of previous exhibits lay on the ground next to plinths that would have once displayed them. Paintings, ruined paintings that are still hanging in frames, are mostly blank canvases again at this point. Would you all like to roll me initiative? Not initiative, perception. Maybe then
What's
initiative.
happened?
Very different.
What's happened?
We're all gonna die.
Roll me perception checks.
Yeah, but what's happened?
You're in the museum now.
The museum?
Have you what the heck? You've been at this for a long time, this particular thing.
Yeah, I went somewhere else. I had to do something, didn't I? What perception?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Can we get AJ in
Oh,
on
yes.
this?
let's get AJ involved. Perception. Oh yeah, I forgot.
As fabulous as they are at being a wallflower.
They now have a +11 to perception.
And we'll never know what it is.
So 25. So, Dax, Cherish, and AJ. You all hear a light laughter. Echoing from one of the corridors as multiple creatures converge on your location.
I think we got company, guys. Oh, no. No. We don't want to deal with those. Back it up, buddy.
Could I get you all to roll me perception
What am I
check?
doing at the front?
No, John, we're not going to roll initiative. You're going to not do this to us.
Was that perception, John?
Could I get you to roll me... One second, I'm missing...
Yes. Everyone roll. The perception check's at the top. It's fine.
Yeah, roll me initiative checks, and for anyone who didn't notice this coming, you're at disadvantage.
I will need to roll a second time then. I guess.
Yes.
So I can...
I did not do the perceiving, so I must do another... Where the hell's initiative again on this? I'm so used to just clicking off thing.
Yeah. It doesn't ask you if you want...
It is underneath your...
There it is, found it.
Profile picture, yes.
So, second one.
If you've already rolled it, it might not let you roll it again.
Yeah, it's not letting me roll it again.
Okay, 1 second. I can... I'll re-roll your initiative.
Right.
I'll never know what it is.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
Can you reroll? Can you reroll mine, please, John? My current one was a 9. Okay, back down to 9.
9.
Please.
And me, please, John. I was on 12.
You're currently on 21.
Yeah, but the D20 was a 12.
Well, you're now on a 20.
Okay.
It made 0 of the difference.
Yay!
So, let's get the combat music going. The battle started. And say, Dax, you hear this chuckling sound coming from several corridors around you, and these strange one-eyed creatures start bursting out of various corners and behind certain displays. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to use one of my new things that I've got here.
Okay.
I'm going to summon Wildfire Spirit.
Okay. So you should be able to, in your features, click the Summon Wildfire Spirit, and it should ask you to place that token on the map.
No, it doesn't ask me. Oh, maybe it has. It's longer. It says summon. Would that be placing it?
Yes.
Yes. It says I don't have ownership of that.
You do have ownership of it. 1 second. Try it again.
That seems to have worked.
Okay, so anyone within 10 feet of the spirit needs to make a dexterity saving throw. So let's make that not for whoever that was, but for this guy.
Let's make that everyone's problem.
It rolled a 10.
That would be a fail.
So it takes the 2d6 fire damage. So would you like to roll that for me?
The bit where it was going to allow me to roll the damage just straight away.
I believe if you click summon wildfire spirit, it'll ask if you want to summon it or roll the damage. So that is... Yep, roll the damage. There it is. That's very nice. This wolf just flaming burns into existence, and the creature just backs up for a split second as this flaming wolf is suddenly in its face. So that's a bonus action to summon it? Or is that an action?
I believe it's action to summon it, and then subsequently it's a bonus action to command it. So for a bonus action, I will hex that very same one.
Okay. It is marked. Somewhere on here is marked. There it is. Okay. And that's your turn. We'll move on to Moss.
You do. I would like to...
And I also need to remember to go in and fix the fact that that summon wildfire spirit just puts the entire thing in the chat.
Yes, that's a lot.
It does. I would like to shoot this dingus going on down here.
Okay.
That one. That one. I'm gonna steady aim.
Okay.
So that's me at advantage.
A 22 will hit.
I'm glad. And that's the added 2d6 at normal.
You fire, and the shot almost pins the creature to the wall. It's taken aback by how fierce this arrow is.
Don't worry, bud. Me too. And second shot at normal.
A 14 just misses.
No. Okay. That do be me done.
It is this guy's turn now, and he is going to come round the corner.
He doesn't want to turn.
Oh, that guy.
And he is going to look at, let's say, Snicket.
Please don't.
Yeah.
And give you a rotting gaze.
Ew, I don't like that.
Those rotting days.
Could you
I don't
roll me
sound of
a
that.
Constitution saving throw, please? You take
This isn't a charmed condition by any chance, is it?
8 points of necrotic damage. It is not a charmed condition. It's a.
Hold on. Can I still use my lucky feat to spend a luck point to reroll that?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I'll reroll that to Constitution save. Watch it be a 1. Oh, okay, yep. Need to note down that I've got 1. I've used up a lucky point.
Yep. That succeeds, and you don't take any damage. This one is gonna rush forward. And is going to get into AJ's face and give AJ a rotting gaze.
That's not very nice.
Rude.
But AJ shrugs it off. And it is now AJ's turn. So, what is AJ going to do? What is AJ going to do?
I don't know.
What is
What's AJ going to do?
All these questions.
What does
and
this
more.
spell do?
What does this button do?
What doesn't that button do?
I saw
Good
a button, I
button.
pushed it.
You know what? We're just going to go simple AJ mode and move forward, attack with a rapier. That'll hit. And then we're going to follow that up with
I like the
who's next in the initiative count? AJ just like spins around, backhands the back wings, the Nothic, and gives a bardic inspiration to Cherish.
Yes.
And in doing this, is going to use their bardic attack. Which I just need to...
Yeah, forget that. They can do that.
Which is 1d8 bludgeoning. Which goes wide, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Cherish, you are up and you are also inspired.
Ooh. I'm going to cast Misty Step on me.
Okay.
Let me just do that real quick. Make sure that is a thing that has been done. Might be like a special effect on it because it's a special effect, you think? Which is. I think it's. Oh, yeah, I've got Steps of the Fae as well.
Where are you going, Cherish? We've lost you, Cherish. Have we lost you, or have we lost everybody but me?
Okay. I can hear you okay now.
Okay, I think the internet just died there for a second, or Discord did a poop.
My Discord. Yeah, Discord.
Yeah,
God.
So
I can hear everyone now.
can
Yeah.
you just repeat yourself, Cherish? Because I heard every word. Teleport. So could you just repeat yourself?
So I want to teleport behind the node that is the opposite to AJ, and I want to use Steps of the Fae, which if I use Refreshing Step, whoever is close within 10 feet gets a temporary hit, 1d10 temporary hit points.
Okay.
So I want to give that a go. So I quickly add that.
You
and
teleport to here.
That was a roll and a half. So and I will give it to AJ because he's closer to me.
Okay. So that is. Yep.
And I will then use my Neverlight. Dude, don't do that, cheers.
That's lovely.
That's a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sweet. And then damage. Normal. 8.
It's still standing, but it's looking quite hurt at this point.
Of course I will do it again. Advantage. 28 to hit again.
That'll hit.
Right, normal. Rolling low again, but at least I've rolled a 9. So that's beautiful.
You
And
swing
then-
and you slice through this one-eyed creature. And as you do, you notice that the runes of long Netherlight glow. And you feel
Oh.
more in touch with the Netherlight.
Oh, something's good about here. I'm feeling good about this.
So that's bonus action, any movement?
Yes, I am going to go to this guy, but I just need to check. Yeah, I can definitely do that. So I'll run over to this guy.
Oh, return. Sorry.
Go over there.
Okay.
Can I get that? Oh no, I don't think I can get that down, but that's alright.
This one just runs up, leaps at you with its claws out. Tanny, that's a 20 to hit.
That hits, yep.
So that is going to be 3 points of damage.
Dogs. Jeez.
This one is going to come running up to Moss. Oh, they have multi-attack? They can make 2 claw attacks?
Oh, dear.
Wait a second. Let me make another claw attack against Tanny.
Rude.
That's going to be another 20 to hit.
Same. Yep, that hits.
So that's going to be
Ooh,
8
bit.
points of damage. Once it just sort of
Okay.
catches on your armor, the second time it swings through and actually like sinks into a bit of flesh.
Ow.
Moss, the one that has one of your arrows in it, comes running at you.
That was a present. No, that does not hit.
No, that does not hit either.
No.
And then this one is going to rush at Snicket.
No, he's not. No. I'm not doing anything. I'm just.
You're
Ha!
just chilling
No!
there.
Ha 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 ha! No! Ha! Oh, also still no.
And then it is Snicket's turn.
Okay, Snicket is going to nimble escape for a bonus action to disengage
Okay.
and move away from that because I don't like being that close to that guy. And I'm going to load up. Ooh, what shall I load up? What shall I load up in my crossbow? Ooh, what have we got here? I think it's going to be a firebolt. It's going to be a firebolt. That's for 12. I don't think that's going to hit.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's for me.
The firebolt against one of the art pieces in the distance, and just this frame falls to the floor. This Nothic is going to try and attack the fiery wolf that is stood in front of it. Because the fiery wolf hasn't been given instruction yet, it is dodging, so it's at disadvantage. Unfortunately, the fiery wolf's armor class is a 13. So the fiery wolf takes a chunk of damage.
Many of you
Carry.
managed to attach to the wolf yet? You know.
Working on it, don't worry.
He's already got a neckerchief on.
Carrion.
Please hold while Sean makes decisions. Bro, it's like I keep wanting to use melt minute meteors, but every time I want to use them, everyone's within like a couple of feet of the things I want to throw at them.
Oh, you could probably get this guy and place it away from AJ.
And that one's fine. But then it's like, this one, I can't do that one because it will hit Cherish. Can't do that one. Cherished. That one hit Wolfie. That one hit Mars.
I can take the hit. Do it.
No.
You can hit Wolfie
Why
if you want.
not?
Oh, what's that? You can take the hit. Okay, I'll change my mind. Fireball!
Do it.
I think I am going to... I'm going to do a witch bolt. I'm going to attempt a witch bolt, actually.
Which one's cool?
On the one attacking Moss.
Okay.
Aww.
Babe.
I shall cast the spell. God's sake, and cast the spell, please. Yes!
Jesus! Oh
shit.
dear.
So attack. No, not attack.
Damage.
Damage. One critical hit, please. Yeah, 30.
What does your witch bolt look like, Carrion?
It's like his hand kind of like wreathes in this kind of the bluey green mist that all of these spells have, and it's just an arc of just like, but the same color, but like really bright. It just like smacks at him.
You just
And-
leech this energy out, and it whips around Moss, and just a pair of feet fall to the ground.
Welcome.
Thanks.
And that'll be that's feel probably a bit of a waste of a witch bolt because I can't continue zapping it as a bonus action, but screw it. Go.
Dax.
Go.
I'm going to move a little bit just so I can get a better view of this one down here, who I am going to shoot with a bow.
Okay.
You get a magic bow.
A 16 will hit. And it is not at maximum hit points, so...
I didn't see to add in the modifiers that I put on there. Oh. Oh,
Dax just runs out and yells, 1d6!
there's a glitch in the Matrix, and I've seen too much.
It's actually really offensive
That's-
in their own language.
Oh.
Yeah, one of the Nothics starts crying.
Which is really bad because they're just like one
Yes, that was
giant
18.
eyeball.
Yeah, it's just one giant tear.
Was there
Yep.
18 in total, I believe.
It's still standing.
Is it dead?
No.
And then, yeah, I'll shoot it again.
That'll hit. It's no longer
damage?
still standing.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I'm going to get my wolf to teleport to here.
Okay.
No. I'm going to have my wolf throw its flame seed at this one.
Okay. Do you want to roll for that?
I do. I'm just checking. I believe it's 1d6 plus proficiency bonus.
Well, it in the character token on the map, you can click it and roll the flame seed.
Oh.
That flame seed will hit.
I'm assuming that.
It just sort of belches forth this little bolt of fire that...
Yeah.
Moss.
Me?
You!
Cherish is having an interesting old time over there, so I feel like I should probably do some shooting in that direction.
Take your time. No pressure.
No worries. Just shoot Cherish. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Okay.
Yeah. And
It's-
me. And my life.
No, actually, this one. I would like to shoot the bottom one of the two.
Okay.
I wanna die.
I am not moving, so I'm going to steady aim.
Okay. That'll hit.
Those were very different numbers, dice.
They were.
Congratulations.
They were incredibly different numbers.
So that's plus the 2d6.
Yes.
Yep, at normal.
It's still standing.
I am going to, believe it or not, shoot it again.
Oh, shocking.
Wild, I know. Oh, did I get anything for it being in 5 foot range of A friend.
That would also give you the sneak attack if you weren't at advantage.
Oh, okay. Fair. That's fine. So this one's at normal.
That'll hit.
Cool. Just a little one.
Every little helps. The arrow slams into it and it...
Anything else I can do bonus action wise? Nope, not that I want to do. That's me done then.
The Nothic, that's now looking a bit like a pincushion, is going to step up to Cherish.
And here we go.
And we're going to get 2 claw attacks with advantage.
Ooh,
That-
just hits.
That's a 15 and a
Oh, that was close. That was a close
23.
one.
Both of them, yeah, both of them hits.
So that's going to be 4 points on the first attack and 8 points on the second.
Alright. Okay, done.
AJ.
AJ.
AJ is going to cast Phantasmal Killer on the Nothic that is currently standing alone.
I'm still standing alone.
Does it have... No.
Oh, come on!
It does not make its saving throw.
On my screen, that looked like it rolled onto the 2, and then it rolled onto the 20 afterwards, So luckily it took the 2.
That's... The
lot.
Nothic just, screams in fear. And just starts bleeding from its eye and side of its mouth. Cherish.
Yep. Okay. We'll go for this guy first.
Okay.
Alright. I think you back out again. Where did I put it? There it is. Alright. Another light. Attack. Normal. Big
That'll
jump.
hit.
Nice. Normal. Ooh, nice.
Oof.
18.
That's a palpable hit.
Yep, and I'm going to turn around. I'm going to hit the other guy. It's normal. 13, maybe not.
That misses, I'm afraid. It just, sidesteps out of the way of the attack as you spin round.
Makes sense. Okay, right, anything I can do as a bonus action? Any bonus action? Yeah, I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself as a bonus action.
Okay. Sensible bonus action.
Oh, it's telling me I should do a roll. Can't remember why.
I mean, I think technically it's because it's roll the 5 healing per level.
So
So
just close it
do
then.
the roll. Just do the roll because it'll tell you how
Do the
much.
roll.
It'll tell you how much healing to give yourself, and then if you click apply that to yourself, it will give you the bonus hit points.
So apply temporary hit points, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, apply temporary hit points. Sweet. Done.
It is now the Nothic that you just hit has his turn. That's a 20 to hit and a 17. Tanny.
Yep. Both hits, yep.
So the first one is going to deal you 7 points of damage.
Right, apply damage.
And I believe that also... and the cold damage. So he takes 10 points of damage on the first attack.
Yep.
That didn't do what I wanted it to.
Yeah, it seemed like he gained 10 points there, but I'm not taking that away.
Yeah, he gained the temporary hit points. That's not what you're meant to do.
There.
And then he's going to hit you for the second attack, and that's going to do 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And so the build-up of ice around you shatters off, and he is looking incredibly damaged from these attacks he's just made on you.
Yep.
And then it is this Nothic who, in a fit of fear, is just going to run forward and try and swing twice at AJ. Who maintains concentration on the first attack. And 21 to hit AJ does hit AJ. And maintains concentration still on Phantasmal Killer. Snicket. Do we have a Jeff?
Are you alive?
Sorry. Yep, I'm going to use an action to make a Betsy. It's going to be the Force Ballista Betsy.
Okay.
But for now, Betsy is just like going to stay on my back, so she's going to move around with me. So I'm going to move here and try and take a pop at this guy.
Okay.
So Betsy Force Ballista. Go, Betsy. 15.
15 just hits.
Yay! 4 points of damage. Oh, wait. Do I get... Is this including the new thing? Is an interesting question. Bear with me one moment.
Please hold.
Please hold while I check any updated features.
Reading Betsy's manual.
Yeah, I've got to read the instruction manual.
I am reading Betsy's new manual, which I wrote the other day. Explosive cannon, the cannon damage was all increased by 1d8. Now, did that increase by 1d8? I can't remember what it was before.
I would imagine
before.
probably not. So just roll me another d8.
Roll 6, so 10 force damage.
It's looking very hurt.
Yeah, go on being very hurt. And that's me.
Carrion.
I'm going to move forward a little.
Okay.
And I am going to take aim at that one.
Okay.
That one right there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I am going to. I'm gonna toll the dead on it, so it has to make.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay. It's taken damage, hasn't it?
Very much so.
Because it's giving me the choice out of save or save D12 damage, so I'm assuming I click save D12 damage.
I would assume so, yes.
Do a wisdom.
It didn't.
It failed a wisdom.
It had 1 hit point left.
Good. So,
It had 21 hit points when it launched into attacks against Cherish, and the 2 attacks against Cherish took away 20 points of life from it.
And now it's dead. Because it sucks.
Yes.
And I don't have anything I can do as a bonus action, so fuck it.
Dax.
Cherish, do you want to do something fun?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to tell my wolf run over here. Okay. And he's going to put his paw out. And you think you hear in your head, come with me if you want to live. And he will cast teleportation to move you 15 feet. And then it does fire damage on what's left behind. Well, then it makes a saving throw.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll do it. Take me wherever you want me to take me. So, here.
In a burst of fire, Cherish and the wolf disappear. If you click fiery teleportation so that it goes in the chat, I can roll the saving throw.
Ah.
Ooh.
I just wanted to have a go up and that seemed fun.
And also to say the word, come with me if you want to live.
It makes the saving throw.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
God damn it. I thought that was just a attack. That ain't an attack. That's just a dexterity saving throw. That sucks.
So it takes no damage. But Cherish is further away from it now.
Yeah. And it's still my go because that was a bonus action.
Indeed.
So I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot it with that one when I just teleport away from.
That'll hit. It's looking hurt.
Oh.
That'll just hit.
Nice.
Okay, it's still standing, but it's quite hurt. Moss.
Emotionally.
Hello.
I mean, yeah, emotionally, because the person it was attacking and its friend just teleported away from it in a fiery explosion.
So this one looks like it's having a real bad time right now, I assume. And this one's doing slightly better of the two?
No, the other way round.
Oh, okay.
This one is like picking itself up almost off the floor, terrified out of its mind. And this one is quite hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna... Which one do I shoot first? Let's shoot this dude first.
Okay.
Why not? Let's make his day worse. Still not moving. So that puts me at advantage.
Apparently 10.
10.
Definitely was gonna be 10.
That'll
I don't know,
hit.
guys. I don't know which one to pick. 10 or 10.
I think let's go for the 10.
Yeah, 10 maybe.
Normal. Yeet.
I just love your dice colours. It's just fancy and nice.
night, random dude. Sleep
You
good.
just pin it to the wall.
Yeah. Well, I've brought an arrow with the other dude's name on it as well.
Okay.
What's his name?
Jeez, that dice
Jared.
went on a trip.
It did, didn't it? Yeah, his name's Jarethy.
I mean, it hits,
damn
yes.
it. Again, should bloody well hope so.
Moss, you just whip round twice. Fire 2 arrows in quick succession, and they just both go through the eyes of these creatures. One pinned to the wall, the other just collapses to the ground.
Throws bow over shoulder and cracks knuckles.
We're going to go back to the main map of the of the necropolis.
Well, they were unpleasant.
They
There-
weren't very nice.
You spot, as the encounter dies down, a set of marble stairs that head up.
Well,
Can I
they sound
do-
important.
An investigation to see if there's anything down here of note as far as, like, any of the exhibits that might be useful as far as telling us more about the space, places of note, things like that.
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. I shall but attempt. Oh yeah.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
A D20, you said.
It was like rocking from 11 to 13. That was annoying.
You find artwork that has somehow stood the test of time.
Very well made, clearly.
Yes. That shows an everyday picture of the people of Netheril.
Mm-hmm.
Or the people of Ythryn in the time of Netheril. And you see these mighty mages in their day-to-day lives with an unusual arraignment of pets. Strange chimeric pets like winged hares and venomous baboons.
Huh. I will convey that to the others. And scribble it in my book.
Carrion
I'm
will look at the
concerned.
Carrion will look at the painting. Will look at the animals. And be like, I really want them.
One day. One day.
But I really want one. I want one so bad.
One day. We'll work on it. You're gonna have to make some sort of, like, I don't know, animal sanctuary or something.
I don't know how they made them. How did they make them? I want to know.
We'll figure it out. You've got plenty of time. Okay. To that upstairs, if I have done looking.
Carrion, you can pet the wolf if
Puts on like a really thick glove and then pets one.
Suspended from
he
the
actually, like-
ceiling
Oh dear.
of a spacious 50-foot square antechamber is a glittering, frost-covered corpse of a 30-foot-long aberration shaped like a funnel resembling an anemone. A tooth-filled maw at the wider end is surrounded by rubbery cilia, and around it dangle 4 limp, spindly appendages, each one ending in a clawed hand. At the opposite end of the body is a tail with a stinger. A frost-covered plaque is bolted to a pedestal nearby, and the entire display is framed by 4 stone pillars, which are oddly frost-free.
That thing's dead, right?
This is really
Go-
weird.
Goes up and smartly taps it. Smartly knocks it on the.
It hangs there.
Well, it's suspended up in the.
Yes, it is suspended from the ceiling, so tapping it might be a little bit difficult.
Looks dead.
But why would the pillars be frost-free? John, is the rest of the room covered in frost? Is it
Yes.
literally just the pillars that aren't?
Correct.
Is there, like you say, it's suspended from the ceiling. Is it like, are we able to see cables?
Yes, there are a number of cables, about a dozen wires suspending it from the ceiling.
Right. Because just making sure it wasn't just like floating there ominously, and it's like, oh, maybe the pillars are holding it up, but no.
Well, I'd guess I'd say the pillars are keeping it in some sort of suspended animation.
Possibly.
Snicket, you can see that there is writing on the plaque that is covered in frost.
Okay, what says the writing?
Do you clear away the frost?
I will clear away the frost.
Roll a death save.
Adult,
Just lost.
adult Fareem, do not touch. Dwellers
I will
of
relay that.
You
to
touched it.
Dwellers of the Underdark, Fareem are malevolent aberrations who are master spellcasters and highly resistant to magic. They use their telepathy to control the weak-minded. They strive to erase all other beings from existence and are known to have caused the collapse of the Rime Empire of Istosefil. Let me put that in the chat so that you guys get the spelling of that, because, you know...
Spelling!
Spelling. Oh, let me put it even in common so that you can actually...
Yeah, put it in common. Other people can read it.
That.
I can read that, but no one else can.
Oh, wow. I can't even read it now.
The Rime Empire of Istosefil.
It's
They
not
use
dead.
And
They
what was
use-
the spelling of the actual thing
Oh.
itself? Sorry?
It's an adult Fareem.
I don't
That's
believe-
all of it is a spelling.
All of these are spellings. They use their tail stingers to inject their eggs into alien hosts.
Oh god! Oh god! I regret looking at.
Did you say it used telepathy to affect people's minds?
They use their
so
telepathy to control the weak-minded.
Oh god!
Is that?
Oh, hell
No, I'm not saying we're weak-minded, but are we? Is that why we've been seeing all this weird shit and acting weird and wanting to hurt people and?
I don't think anyone's acted weird, really.
Just Chara's just looking at this thing, and she's got the most disgusted face, like look on her, like, oh god, the fuck is that?
I mean, I think my thing was related to the wand. The wand's in the bag now, and I feel better, so...
Yeah, and that was the only really bad thing, really.
We seriously need you to stop eating your rations, buddy.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be that hungry, buddy. Like, you've been eating constantly.
I mean, this.
Do you think that's a problem?
It seems normal to me.
I want to insight that shit.
It has been a while since we've eaten stupid amounts of cake, I suppose.
Seems normal to you.
Yeah. You know what? That's a bad point.
Yeah,
No,
I
you're
do some.
Think of it. I'm a bit
right.
hungry.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. It seems. I guess it's been a while since we've eaten something, especially those you guys having that cake.
I feel I should also point out the plaque about the Farim is in Draconic, which one of you can translate.
Yeah.
Verlaine will translate, or Professor Scant.
We forgot about that guy.
Hmm.
What does Professor Scan look like again?
He's a
Orb.
spirit, isn't he?
He's a
Yeah.
motherfucking orb.
DM, can I do some kind of nature check to see if this thing is still alive, but just frozen in some way?
I freaking hope
You
so.
can't tell.
Okay.
Maybe someone could fly up there and just like tap it on the head. Are you awake?
Please don't.
The plaque literally says "Don't touch."
Please do not touch us. Like, this looks like it's too big for us to handle. I don't want to be dealing with this right now.
I'm not touching it. So
You see
Yeah.
doorways
Mate,
that head. You see doorways that head into the dome that you saw above the museum.
Is there, if I remember correctly, I just looked at the picture, the head of this little thing, it looks like a gigantic monstrosity of a sunflower face.
This thing looks like an enemy.
Scary little fuckers.
Yeah.
I would like to continue up into the dome.
in the dome.
Could I just raise one point before we move on? You know, we've been talking about turning the power off so we can get past the shield.
Yeah.
I imagine if we turn the power off, if there is something holding this in place, then we might turn that off as well.
I've
Anything else in this?
I've never been on board of turning
Yeah.
the power off. I've just been in favor of finding a way to turn the shield off.
No, I'm just, yeah, I'm just, you know.
Yeah, obviously, I realize. Yeah, obviously, you've got the point that we shouldn't turn the power off because
My only worry is that the shield is also with the power.
I doubt it.
Don't you think? You think there might be like other separate switches for this stuff?
I mean, if I was building a city like this, I would have the tower on a completely separate thing, meaning that it would be possible to turn it off from the outside, but not the inside and outside. But the tower is obviously the most important structure because it's central and big.
I mean,
it's the bit with the shield around it.
And it's got a big shield around it, which either was activated to protect it as the city was falling, or maybe after I'm going to assume anyone who survived the crash would have been pretty angry with the people in the middle, because all kind of lesser people get angry at the more important people, and so they may have activated the shield to protect themselves. But yeah.
Or trying to keep something in, or trying to keep something out.
Something out, exactly, as we just said, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to not let anything in, or...
As you proceed into the dome, you see a fantastic painting held in an arcane light. Magically preserved in stained glass that glows with an arcane light. The painting depicts a powerful mage standing on a balcony that you can see is the central spire of this town.
Ooh, who's
The
that?
mage is addressing a sea of citizens below the spire who stare up at the figure cheering. There are 8 large portraits adorning the wall beneath the dome. Each portrait is 20 feet above the ground, and a frost-covered plaque is fixed to the wall just beneath each one. Each of the portraits are of various very powerful mages who are all looking up at the central portrait in reverence.
So is this the shield? Because there's 8 portraits around the central thing, and there was 8 towers around the central tower.
Did each tower hold like a mage?
Well, it might just be a metaphor of like, or maybe it was made by a mage. Like.
Is it humanoid or is it just like another being, or is it just actually normally human?
They look human. Each of the mages on the 8 portraits are looking up at the central portrait with looks of respect on their faces.
The ones that are near the 8 around the side, can we like get up to them?
They're 20 feet off the ground, and below them is a plaque that is covered in frost.
I'm walking up to one and like wiping the frost off and getting Verlaine to read it for me.
Roll
I'm
me,
going to assume it's draconic. So,
roll me a d8.
D8. I want to roll a D8. I roll a D4.
No, roll a D.
Roll a D.
Roll a dick. Wait.
Hang on. /roll 1D. Okay. 2.
The name is High Conjurer Damarith.
Damarith. Have we heard that name before? Or is it just my imagination?
I don't recognize it.
It's your imagination.
Okay. As always.
It's just their name and their title, evidently.
Mm-hmm.
Do you continue?
Is there like any on him? Is there like any like adornment, like essentially a symbol similar, not exactly the same or anything, but a symbol that could feasibly be on one of these towers, as we've seen on 1/2?
Or colour.
Or
They had
colour.
different colour lights, didn't they?
1 second. Let me work out if you've seen this.
So we've got the blue one, and an orange one, and a yellow one, and a red one, I think.
You would note that his robes clearly are of a higher standing than the average citizenry of the main sort of central portrait. Like
Yeah,
we can see
the peons on that one.
Yeah,
they're like, certainly not a peon.
The central wizard who is on the balcony has the most impressive robes.
Yeah, I'm imagining like ridiculous collar.
Yes,
and shit like that. It's just ridiculous.
Like picture the grandest of the Time Lords from Doctor Who.
Yeah, I was going to say like like a Gallifrey noble.
Yeah.
Shall we clear off the frost on the other ones so we can see?
I'm getting a description of this gaffer. Hang on.
High Conjurer Damarith is wearing robe with yellow trim to it.
Interesting.
Okay.
Toddle to the next one.
Okay.
Jotting this down, I assume Carrion's reading stuff out as he goes.
Yeah, I'm getting Verlaine to read it because I'm assuming it's all in Draconic because everything else has been.
It's written in a language that's sort of a proto-Draconic.
So, a person with Draconic would be better suited for it.
Yes. The next one you get to is High Diviner Appius.
and is he got a specific color to his theme?
His adornments have a white trim.
White.
Okay.
Okay. I really should be making notes of this. Journal notes. That page. Ythryn nobles. God damn it. God damn it. Right, we got Icondra Damaroth. Yeah. Yellow. High Diviner Apius. Who has an apiary? They're like bees! White. Cool! Next one!
Next up, it is High Necromancer Kadavix.
There's a necromancer.
Who has black trim to his robes.
Fancy.
Right, okay. Next one!
High Evoker Zadalus.
Do they all just really like getting high or something?
All of them have got bloodshot eyes.
He has red
That's
trimmed
probably-
robes.
Red trim.
Got the munchies.
Yeah, they've all got like bags of Cheetos. And
Mountain Dew.
there's a bong in the background of one of them.
Yep. And a bit of Mountain Dew as well. Or monster.
Next up is High Illusionist Ajamar, who has a light purple trim.
Interesting. Purple. Yes. Yes.
Next up is High Enchanter Evira.
Hi, Enchanter.
Evira.
Him.
Evira. They have a pink trim.
Hell.
Um,
Wearing a bit of pink, actually. What's wrong with you guys?
I don't know where my voice went there.
Neither do we.
No one knows.
Places.
It definitely went places.
Probably went to the
yeah.
Garden back.
Next up, second to last, is High Transmuter Metalara.
I thought he was going to say high transgender. It's like, hell yeah! That's right.
They have orange robe trim.
Mm.
Mm.
And
Glacier Bets, is this one going to be blue by any chance?
this one has blue trim on their robes.
Oh my god!
Uh-huh.
High Abjura Taureth.
Taurus.
Interesting. So each of these must have each of the either own the towers or ran the towers, or maybe. Once again, speculation. But
Is that each of the types of magic
yes,
covered by their names? Okay.
This might be a good time to use detect magic, Harry, and to see if there's anything more going on in this room with the paintings.
please hold while I get my character sheet up. Well, I really need to do the dingamadoo. I'm going to pop. I'm going to pop the old detect magic. I'm gonna. Can I just press escape and not do it? No, apparently not. I can just right click. There we go.
So you're going to ritual cast it, or
If possible, yes.
okay?
If people are happy to wait for a little bit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, I feel like there's more stuff we can be looking at in the room, probably.
You cast Detect Magic over the course of the next 10 minutes. You sort of sit around and do your little rituals of whatever it is your rituals look like. There is definitely magic in this space, but it mostly just seems to be in, like, some of it is obviously spread amongst your group in the various magical items that you all carry.
Yeah.
But most of the magic is in the protection of the portraits. You don't find anything hidden that you weren't expecting to be magical.
Yeah, they're just like a charm to protect the portraits, to stop them from, to keep them, to help them not decay or rot or anything like that. Nothing too sinister.
If you look back into the other room, the Rime is not projecting any magic. The 4 pillars around it are. They are not projecting any sort of magical.
They're not projecting any magic
out to it.
They're just magic.
They are magical in some way, and you get the feeling that, much like the sign says, "Do not touch the Farim," you should not touch the pillars.
Noted. I will keep that to myself for now. But obviously, I point out, as I pointed out already, the magic on the portraits themselves.
Okay.
Is there like any sort of plaque near the central one?
It doesn't mention that there is in the book.
Is there like just a big nameplate on the painting itself? Is he wearing a badge?
Sadly not. You can tell that he looks to be like the leader.
I gathered that.
But beyond that, it would be very difficult to work out exactly who he is.
Could we move these paintings?
If we can get up 20 feet.
But aren't they like protected and stuff? So is that not gonna? I don't know. Aren't you?
It might do. I mean, I don't detect. I'm assuming I don't detect anything like dangerous on the paintings. Just a thing.
No, just seems to be a preservation.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So possibly might be able to touch. Us touching them might break whatever's protecting them, but I don't know that for certain.
I mean, I always think looking behind a painting's a good idea. Is there anywhere, is any rooms leading off this room? Is there anywhere, further to investigate?
No, we were in the central dome, aren't we?
Yeah, this is basically, you've now explored everything that's in the museum.
John, was there anything from from each of the portraits? Was there anything else, like, of note? Like, any features that might be worth Moss jotting down?
One feature that I will note, and I might have to come back to you on some of the others as well, Metalara, the High Transmuter, was a female.
Okay.
She was a woomph!
A wolf.
I'm going to inform the church. We can't have a woman as part of this.
For the rest of them, assume genderless until proven otherwise.
They're
Okay.
all non-beanies.
I'd love to imagine that all of them, including Metalara, are all wearing false beards. It's just Metalara has massive boobles, so
Yes.
she's obviously a woomph.
That's
No,
what I think.
not really beyond what you can see here.
Okay. Cool. I was kind of hoping there might be something that gave us some more hint towards towers or whatever, but
That is fair, Tanny. I'm going to wrap it up now as well.
I'm gonna go anyway, so I can go for a sleep. I'm going to guys.
As you guys leave the museum and start to plot where you are going to head to next within the necropolis of Ythryn, you've been in the town for 2 hours.
okay.
Between exploring and chatting and moving from place to place, it's been 2 hours that you've been here.
And dancing and
So
skipping through the streets and
we're going to call a close to the session here.